Hello, good evening. It's Wednesday night. It's time for night time with Nelly. How are we all, flower pots? Are you joining me? Where are you watching me from? Give me a like, give me a love, give me a share. I've just actually seen myself on camera and I cannot believe the resemblance to Miss Trunchbull. So no more Super Nanny lookalike. Here she is in all her glory. It's me, Miss Trunchbull. Matilda is my most favourite film along with Scarface. So I think I'm looking very Miss Trunchbull this evening. Sometimes I come to you on a Wednesday and I'm looking quite glam. Sometimes I make the effort. Tonight, I've scraped my hair back, put a pair of pyjamas on, and I'm not that kind of girl who can do that and look cute. You know, some girls go, let's have a pyjama party, and they've no makeup on, they've scraped their hair back, they've got pyjamas on, they look gorgeous. I look like a very tired Miss Trunchbull. But here we are. I'm wearing glasses that are no longer working. My new glasses and my new prescription have not landed. I think I can see better without them, and I'm wearing them out of habit. But you're right close to me, so I can possibly see some of the comments. Yeah. So here we are. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be watching me from. I am absolutely fucking exhausted, let me tell you. I didn't want to go live, but can I just say, I had to go live because it's my job. It's what I do on a Wednesday night. But not just that, can I just say a massive, massive, massive happy birthday to the page on Facebook that is Antonella the Uncensored Reviewer. We are 4 years old today. So thank you very much, flower pots, for all your love and support, your likes, your shares, your follows, your thumbs up, whatever it does that you do to support me. We're still going strong 4 years in. So we've been doing this for 4 fucking years. And what a journey up to now it's been. What a journey, eh? From starting off doing a few funny reviews, to getting my own series with the BBC, to leaving as a doctor's receptionist because I was doing so much more on TV and online, to getting my own boutique, Ruby and Daisy, which I'm going live with on Friday afternoon, should you want to watch, and to getting my own Agony Aunt column in Chat Magazine, and That's Life Australia, and That's Life New Zealand, to then appearing with my own Flower Pot Corner slot on This Morning, which hopefully will be returning very soon. To being on The Customer Is Always Right, to being the evil stepmother in Cinderella. So there's been lots of things that have happened in 4 years, and I'm under no illusion I'm used for a lot of roles because of the platform that I have. I know it's a very fickle industry, and it is thank you next, but the fact that we're going for 4 years still, I think is fantastic. So happy birthday to Antonella the Uncensored Reviewers page, and thank you very much to each and every one of you, because without you there'd be no page, there'd be no Auntie Nelly. So it's Wednesday night, it's night time with Nelly, it's our 4th birthday, and Miss Trunchbull has joined. Lots of people sending messages and saying, do you know, you really look like Super Nanny. I think I'll probably change your minds tonight, won't I? Night time with Nelly. So people write into the page, they either write in with night time with Nelly's or Sunday services, or requests for reviews, and we read it off my little phone. It's completely off the cuff, no idea what. Oh, little Hartley. I did FaceTime. Oh, where's he gone now? I did FaceTime with him. He's living his best life in that there London. Yeah, so we read out the messages. Over 18s, talk of a sexual nature and strong language throughout. And can I just say, whatever advice I give this evening is purely for entertainment purposes. And if anybody comments on your comments with Antonella prize, giveaway, gift, competition, you are the winner, it is a scam. Do not buy into it. They are scamming each and every one of my followers. So if anybody comments on your comment, unless it's from me, my name's spelt correctly and there's a blue tick, fuck them off, get them reported. Hello Stephen Sullivan, good evening my darling. I've just been talking about the fact that I got the opportunity to play the evil stepmother in Cinderella alongside you. You was one of my beautiful daughters, ugly daughters. And I know that that opportunity would not have come my way had I not had a very, very large following. No, the Chelsea Piers pyjamas. And I am so blessed for the opportunities I get because of the following I have and the platform I've got. There's people out there I know, and I really know that they've been to drama school, theatre school, they're trying to make it big in the business, they'd love to do acting, and I really didn't take it lightly. I only said yes to it because I really, really wanted to do it. I didn't want to take the piss, and I didn't just want my name to it for something to do. I really did put my heart and soul into it. Anyway, that's that. So I hope we can start off now night time with Nelly. And how am I, says Lizzie Webb. Well, I've just had a bit of a chat on Instagram with my followers there, and I'm quite shit, really. Everything's just a bit shit, isn't it? I can't remember the last time I actually slept, and I'm not going to talk for too long about how I am because I'll probably burst into tears. So yeah, so I've not really slept for quite some time. I live alone, I'm shielding, I'm isolated, I'm struggling, I'm really struggling. So how am I? I'm shit. I'm shit. It's not normal, is it? Nothing's normal. So. Anyway. Dear Auntie Nelly. Oh, if it is over 18s, talk of a sexual nature, strong language throughout. If that's not your bag, off you fuck now. Hashtag off you fuck. Hashtag bye Felicia. Yeah, these PJs are Chelsea Piers pyjamas, and it's a funny story because they're actually maternity pyjamas, and I didn't know, and I bought them for Olivia for her birthday a couple of years ago because she loves dogs and it's dogs having a birthday. And I wrapped them up and took them down to London, and she was mortified when she opened them because she said, Mum, the maternity pyjamas. I said, no, they're not. They're a size 12. What? They're nice and baggy for you. And they are actually maternity pyjamas. Chelsea Piers. But yeah, so I brought them home, and I'm wearing them instead, and they're lovely. So there you go. So if you didn't want them, so it's not want them. Right, dear Auntie Nelly, I'll cut to the chase. I've been in a sexless marriage for over 10 years. It's absolute. Oh no, I don't think. Hang on a minute. That's not right. It's these fucking glasses. I can't see. Right, let's have a look. Oh, it's not working. Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't be arsed with this. Right, hang on a minute. Wait a minute. It's all right, don't worry. Not panic. You haven't to panic. Don't panic. Everybody calm down. That everybody being me. Right. Hang on. Right, we're on now, but I'm just going to try something a little bit different, if that's all right. I know we're a bit delayed, and if you don't want to stick around for all this bollocks, it's absolutely fine. Let me try these other glasses and just see, because I can't see. Right. Fucking hellfire. Oh, what have you got in your bedside table? I've got a selection of glasses and none of them fucking work. Right. Dear Auntie Nelly, my boyfriend has told me. Oh, here we go. We're going straight in. So if there's any sexual talk that you'd get offended by, I'd go now. Right. Yeah. Dear Auntie Nelly, my boyfriend has told me that he wants to lick my arsehole. Nice. But I am not sure if I should let him. This has never been done before. I'm not sure if I should let him because it worries me that it won't taste nice or it will smell bad. I'm worried that even if I clean it, it will taste like shit and he will be put off me because of my arsehole. Okay. How do you make sure that it is thoroughly clean down there? Because I really do want to make him happy. Also, if he wants to kiss me afterwards, is this hygienic? I mean, is it okay to do that, or should he wash his mouth out first? Thank you so much, Anonymous Flower Pot. So, boyfriend's told her that he wants to lick her arsehole. And she don't mind doing it because she wants to make him happy. So, first of all, that's where we've fallen down. We've got a mistake. Okay. The first mistake is we do not do anything in the bedroom to make anybody happy unless it's making us both happy. So we don't do anything ever, okay, unless it makes us both happy. We'd never ever do anything, because if we do, it's non-consensual, okay? So that's that, okay. So that's number one. Number two, how do you clean it properly? Well, I think if you've got a good personal hygiene, which means you're showering daily or you're bathing daily, or, you know, you're doing what you can as best you can on a daily basis around that area, then you should be okay. You shouldn't have to be doing things like shoving things up your ass or making sure that you've had an enema or anything like that. You should just be absolutely fine if you keep up with your personal hygiene, because it's going to be your first time. You're going to feel nervous and you're not going to be sure, and you're not going to be sure whether his tongue's going to go in your ass and get full of shit. Believe me, sweetheart, unless his tongue is about 10 inch and you've already been to the toilet and you've not got a bit of shit left in your ass, I don't think he's going to get any in his mouth. However, shit does happen. I couldn't wait to say that. Shit does fucking happen. So do not panic. Now, your ass is not going to smell like shit, but it will smell of arse in a way, of skin, of like your vagina, of like your armpits, of like under your bust or in between your thighs. It will smell of what it smells like. Now, when I have a poo, right, I always wet wipe my bottom, because I don't think tissue's quite the same. And then I'll use tissue to dry. But as long as you are a hygienic person and you keep on top of your personal hygiene, then you should be absolutely fine and not worry. Now, if you are in for a big, long, passionate night and you know he's going to stick his tongue up your ass, make sure that you've had a shit that morning, then it's out your system, a nice, long, relaxing bath, and that's that. But don't be shoving things up, or because it doesn't work like that. But once again, only do anything in the bedroom that you are happy with. It's not about doing things that we're not sure about or makes us feel anxious or worried about. And certainly do never think that people are going to think you smell a funny way, therefore you'll put them off. If he wants to stick his tongue up your ass, he knows exactly what might happen, let me tell you. So, you know, it might be nice, you might like it. Give it a go. Give it a go. So this young lady, for anybody who's just tuned in, is not sure whether she should let her boyfriend stick his tongue up her ass, even though he wants to, because it might taste bad or smell, and she don't know how to clean it properly. So I don't think we should be cleaning our arsehole just specially in case somebody wants to stick the tongue up it. I'd like to think that we're all sat here with nice clean arses, you know. So whenever in doubt, go and clean your arse. Make sure it's always clean regardless. Dear Auntie Nelly, my boyfriend wants me to be a little bit more vocal during sex. I've tried a couple of times, but it made me feel so uncomfortable and stopped me enjoying it as I was concentrating on what to do or say next. Moaning and groaning and dirty talk just doesn't come naturally to me, so what do I do? Well, sometimes I think we get a little bit confused, and it is quite a problem here, because I've had this quite a few times. I think if we're in bed with somebody who's mute, okay, and don't take that offensively, but if we're in bed with somebody who's completely mute, we're not quite sure, are they enjoying it? Are they, are they even enjoying this? Are they still with me? Have they died halfway through? So when he's saying a bit more vocal, you might be actually thinking too much into it and thinking that he wants you to be like, oh my God, yeah, deeper, harder, faster. Oh God, yeah, right there, fuck me. It might not be that what he's saying. He might just mean a little bit more vocal. So like if something is nice and you're enjoying it, just like a little, oh yeah, that might be enough. That might be just enough. You may not have to do anything else, but the fact that you sound like you're partaking, then that might be all he needs. But if you do lay there just like a mute, I can understand how people can think, well, do you even like it? Am I at right place? Because I'm quite vocal, but that's only because I will be saying things, oh, a bit further down, or what you're doing, or, I mean, I've had to stop people in the middle, because it's not happening, do you know what I mean? It's going nowhere, so let's just fucking stop. You know, EastEnders is on record. I'd rather do that and have a brew, love. But I think sometimes when somebody says be a little bit more vocal, it's not always about the, you know, the moaning, the groaning, the screaming, the dirty talk, the telling them what you like, what you don't like. It's not about that. So I think take the pressure off yourself, because I think you put too, I can't do with this glasses case now outside. It's causing my anxiety to go through fucking roof. OCD. So, you know, it's not always about that. It's just about them knowing that you're actually in the moment with them. So don't think about what to say and what to do. Just naturally, if you can, and once again, only do something that you feel comfortable with. But if you can, you know, maybe breathe a little heavier, or don't be embarrassed of doing a sigh, like, oh, is that a sigh? Is it, what's a sigh? Is a sigh? What's a sigh? Oh, God, I don't know. But don't be embarrassed of just doing that little bit of a, oh, or, oh yeah, yes. I mean, I don't get very religious during sex, but some people do. They like to bring God into anything, like, oh, God. You know, you don't have to start praying. But, you know, be in the moment, be present. And if you can, and, you know, the more you do it and you know it's not embarrassing, you know, you might like it. You might like to express that you're enjoying it. I don't like being in bed with a mute, because the only person who's not mute is me, because it's a case of me going, do you like that? Do you like that? Do you like this? Am I doing it right? Is that good? So the fact that somebody's actually doing a moan or a groan or a little, oh, like, oh, you know, at least you know that, yeah, I'm on the right page. I'm in the right area. Yeah? Okay, let's move on. Fucking hell. Tell you what's happening at minutes as well. I'm getting a lot of messages from people saying they've joined dating sites and nobody's talking. And can I just say that I went back on Tinder, didn't I? And nobody's talking because I'm not talking. So if you have gone onto a social media dating app and you're finding that people are not really talking, it's not you personally, sweethearts. Don't take it personal. These are the messages I'm doing in my one-to-one sessions at minute. It's not. It's because people are just not. Nobody's got any excitement. They can't go anywhere. They can't take you out to dinner, and it's boring. Going, where are you from? What's your star sign? Have you got any brothers and sisters? What you on here looking for? How old are you? Have you got any kids? It's boring as fuck. So don't take that personally, just in case, because I'm answering a lot of dear Auntie Nellies about that at the minute, and people are feeling quite abandoned and rejected and thinking there's something wrong with them. Because people are joining dating apps at the moment to caress their egos, because there's nothing else going on in the world. But apart from swiping, there's not much else going on, and there won't be, will there, until we get our next announcement. Dear Auntie Nelly, my boyfriend, no. Dear Auntie Nelly, every time my boyfriend comes over and we have sex, he always wants me to act like I'm his mum. Oh, dear God in heaven. He tells me to talk like his mum as well, and he calls me his mum. He also likes it when I refer to him as my precious boy. I don't know why I'm laughing, because it's like incest, isn't it? My precious boy, which I find kind of weird. Is this normal? No. It's a fantasy. You're role-playing. So living out a fantasy and role-playing with your partner, that's normal. But when he wants you to be his mum, and you know his mum, and, you know, it's not a make-believe person or a character or an actor or pretend to be a policewoman or whatever it may be, it's an actual person that you know, I find that not normal, number one. Number two, the fact that you've got to call him my precious boy as if you are his fucking mum, that's not normal. And if you ever have to question anything in the bedroom that makes you feel like it's not normal or it's a bit weird, then it probably is. Go with your gut instinct, okay? Because I wouldn't find it very sexy to pretend to be somebody's mum. It's just not, is it? Because what is going on, what has happened in his life that he wants you to pretend to be his mum in a sexual fashion? I don't know how long you've been together. I don't know how many role plays you've done, where it's going to go from. But once you open up that can of worms, God fucking help you. So is it normal? Absolutely not. And I have a feeling that most of my flower pots will probably tell you the same. I mean, it's okay to do role play and act out your fantasies with your partner. You know, it's a healthy way of keeping your relationship alive and trying something new, and it can be fun. But when we're talking about parents, siblings, people that you really know really well, that like it is like a bit incestuous, isn't it? So no, I just say, look, I don't feel comfortable. Can we try something else? And if he says, no, I really need you to be, I want to call you mum and I'm your precious boy. So, well, I'm sorry, that's not for me. Because I have a feeling that if you allow that, then where do we go from here when, you know, he might be testing you to see your boundaries? So, yeah, no, you're asking me, is it normal? No, it's not normal. Is it weird? Abso-fucking-lutely. And I can't actually believe you've gone along with it. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I mean, my precious boy. Will you call me my precious boy? Absolutely not. No, I wouldn't have been able to do it with a straight face. He wouldn't have had a straight face. I'd have probably pasted him and said, you're a fucking weirdo now, fuck off. Dear Auntie Nelly, I know that oh, hang on. Dear Auntie Nelly, I know that it takes a woman up to 7 years after having sexual intercourse to become a virgin again. I know. Oh, all right. Do you know that, do you? Do you know something we fucking don't? I haven't had sex for nearly 5 years now, so not long off before I'm a virgin again. Can you, can you please explain how this will happen? If you could get back to me as soon as possible, that would be fully appreciated. Love, Anonymous. Right, I know that it takes up to 7 years after having intercourse to become a virgin again. Right. Okay, so let's just go back to that biology lesson that you had at school, right? When you are a virgin, you are simply a virgin because you have not had full sexual intercourse. End of fucking chat, and that's that. I don't care how many years after you have not had intercourse, okay? And I don't care whether you fucking did horse riding, fell off your bike, broke your hymen, unless you have not had full sexual intercourse. Then you are not a virgin. The only way you can be a virgin is if you have not had full sexual penetrative intercourse. Your virginity does not grow back. It just doesn't. There is a thing that changes in your body every 7 years, and it's like your cells and your skin, and it's way too scientific for a Wednesday night, scientific for your Auntie Nelly. But your virginity absolutely does not come back after 7 years, okay? I get these Dear Auntie Nellies into the inbox on the page, and I don't know what I'm going to read until I read them out. That could be a made-up problem. It could be a real problem. It could be somebody who really, truly believes that and says, I know. I don't know where you've got your facts from, but believe me, it's fake news, okay? Once you've lost your virginity, you have lost your virginity. I always advise people to keep their anal virginity, you know, till later on in life, when all the relationships have failed and there's nothing else left to give anybody. But then you could meet the man of your dreams, definitely not on Tinder, but you could meet the man of your dreams and you could walk down that aisle again, and then on your wedding night you could say, now then, listen, sweetheart, I've been fucked in every fucking orifice, but my ass has been saved just for you. You know, that's the only thing that's virgin about me. I know, she says, I know it takes a woman up to 7 years. Oh, God almighty. Dear Auntie Nelly, I mean, do you remember that one I got a couple of years ago about that girl who were absolutely fucking beside herself because she'd had a bath in her brother's bath water, and then she was convinced that she might be pregnant because he'd made a joke to her and said, what did he say? Something like, oh, I can't believe you've been at bath after me because I had a wank in that. So she was convinced then that she'd be pregnant off her brother. Do you remember that one? 4 years have been going now. Happy birthday. Dear Auntie Nelly, sex with my girlfriend is really boring. She refuses to give me blowjobs, never lets me come on her face, and she only likes missionary. We are both a bit overweight, so we cannot do many positions. She can't do reverse cowgirl, which is my favourite, as she says it hurts her hips. Is it normal for sex to be boring? I don't want this to not work because I love her. Right, so sex is boring because she won't give you a blowjob, she won't let you come on her face, and she can't do reverse cowgirl, am I right? And she only likes missionary. Well, what are you doing to spice it up? Because it sounds to me like it's only boring because you're not getting what you want. That's what that sounds like. So what are you doing for her? What are you doing to spice it up in the bedroom? What are you doing? I mean, and yeah, it's all right coming all over her face, but make sure she's got her eyes shut because that burns like a bastard. And make sure she's not going hairdressers in a week's time. Or if it's day after, I don't mind a bit of spunk in my hair. But if I've just had a fucking blow dry, I'll be fucking fuming. Do you know what I mean? It's not nice. It's not nice. Right, okay, so what are you doing? And you're saying that you're both a bit overweight, so you struggle with positions. Where there's a will, there's a fucking way. All right, she can't climb on top and do fucking reverse cowgirl. I mean, I don't know whether I've actually done a reverse cowgirl in my fucking life, actually. And I'm fucking 46. I'll be 47 in March. But it sounds to me like you're a very selfish lover. Unless you're getting your needs met, then you're bored. Then you're bored, aren't you? But you'd like it to work. So put in a little bit of fucking effort. Put in a bit of effort. Do something different in the bedroom. Doesn't always have to be about fucking swinging front light shade, does it? And fucking climbing here and climbing there. You're both a bit overweight. Missionary might be the only way you can actually have sex. Doesn't mean to say that you can't do things like mutual masturbation. You know, she could watch you knock one out. You could watch her knock one out. You could do all sorts. Fucking use your imagination. I'm not here to give you a guided tour of the Kama Sutra for people who can't do more than one position. I'm not here to do that. But I do find it a little bit fucking rude of you saying it's boring because she can't do this. So what is it you're not doing? Because she might be just as fucking bored as you. Yeah. So there you go, reverse fucking cowgirl. What is reverse cowgirl? Is it when you climb on top, but will you not be looking at it? Are you not, do you know when you're on top of a man and you can see him and he's there on bed, that's his head, and then you're sat up? Does that mean that you're both facing that way? Am I facing that way? I like looking at who I'm fucking, really. I'm lying. If I'm not keen, I will get in a doggy style position. I will. But I don't get into a proper doggy style position because I think I've got a tilted womb. I do, and sometimes it's like they're putting a red up poker up me and it's a bit like of a shooty stabby pain. So I have a special way that I do my doggy style. But yeah, it just depends on who it is that's fucking me. And sometimes they can have a right nice face, but I might not want him to fuck me, but I still want fucking. So I'll do doggy style because I can pretend it's someone else. Yeah? Anyway, moving on. Where are we now? Dear Auntie Nelly, night time with Nelly. Yeah, anonymous, please. My ex left me for another woman after 14 years together. Now he's telling me that he doesn't enjoy sex as much as he did with me, and he's trying to have sex with me. Should I have sex with him and give him and his home wrecker a bit of karma, or should I tell him he's made his bed and he better lie on it? Listen. He left you for another woman after 14 years. The grass is not always greener. He's obviously fucked off on the grass he thought were greener and he's found out we're fucking astroturf. And I always say, sleeping with your ex when you're no longer together and they rejected you, abandoned you and hurt you, it's like picking up a piece of shit that you've just shit into the toilet and trying to shove it back up your ass. That's what it would feel like sleeping with your ex who's done that to you. Have a right nice shower, exfoliate your body top to toe, have a really nice hot shower, you're absolutely gleaming, and then put on a pair of knickers and all your clothes that you had on for a week. Wouldn't be nice, would it? Wouldn't be nice. Now, she might have wrecked your home, but it takes two to fucking tango. Okay, it does. So he's as much to blame as she is, absolutely. I don't know the circumstances, but he's made his bed. Let him go and fucking lie in her bed. If he's no longer happy fucking her, well, he's not made the right choice. But what's he going to do? Keep coming fucking back to you and hoping that you'll keep shagging him because he's not happy shagging her. So what you're going to be then? The side dish. She was the side dish before, and now you're the side dish. Sweetheart, sweetheart, you're the main fucking course. Know your fucking worth. Where's your strength in this? You're doing it out of revenge. You're doing it because you're thinking you're going to upset or offend her. The only person who's going to get hurt here is yourself. So the minute that you're feeling weak and powerless against your exes, always think of what Auntie Nelly said. Think of all the things they've done to us, and then think of that big shit that you've left in the toilet and try and shove that shit back up your ass. Because that's what it feels like, being fucked by your ex. And nobody's dick is that good, let me tell you. You ain't been dickmatised, you want revenge. Don't get revenge, be the bigger person, walk away, he's made his bed, let him fucking lie on it. Let him lie in it. And you don't have to break up their happy home, what they perceive to everybody to be happy. Some fucker else will do it, sweetheart, because if he's trying to have sex with you, there'll be 3 other women in his phone that'll be hitting up. It won't just be you. You mark my words. You mark my words, darling. Right. Dear Auntie Nelly, please keep anonymous. Just letting everybody know, if you do write into the page, everything's always anonymous. Okay, I once read out a name. Not been doing this for too long, even though we've been doing it 4 years now. Happy birthday. Not been doing it too long. And I read out a name by accident and got banned. Dear Auntie Nelly, please keep an on. I've been with my girlfriend 2 months and our sex life is pretty good. Last night we were talking about trying new things and she asked me what I would like, and well, I'm not the most sexually experienced. I've only had one sexual partner. Aww. So I just said sexy lingerie. Oh God, love him. I love him, I do. After I realised it was a silly thing to say, it wasn't a silly thing to say. It isn't actually related to sex itself, is it? But I guess because we're now a couple, I was unsure as to what was acceptable. She said, well, she said, I could wear some sexy lingerie, but I'd much prefer to mix food with sex. Then she said she means licking off fruit yogurt, syrups, jam and stuff like that. I was quite shocked. I just find it kind of weird. I'm not really into all that, and I don't like the idea of stuff being rubbed onto my penis. Will it not just be a sticky mess? I'm all for compromises, but I don't know how I feel about this. I'm just wondering, is it me being a bit old-fashioned, being a bit odd and finding it weird? I always think you should steer clear of like Nutella chocolate spread. You don't want to be wasting that shit. Honey is a bit sticky. I think ice cream's your best bet, and I'd go with the flavour vanilla. I think ice cream, introducing a little bit of ice cream into the bedroom, you know, you're feeding it each other, put it in your mouth, you know, and it starts melting and you have a lovely French kiss and you've got really, really like warm tongues, but it's a bit frozen. Let a bit of ice cream fall onto her chest and you're licking her nipples with that frozen tongue, and a little bit of more ice cream falls down on her tummy and you're licking it down, and who knows where that frozen tongue's gonna go. But believe me, it's fucking fantastic. If you want any food in the bedroom, I mean, food and sex. Food and sex, how can you not want to do that and enjoy it? I would definitely start with ice cream and I would go vanilla. Now, there's a lot of people watching this thinking, oh, I'm not very vanilla. I'm actually quite vanilla and I don't mind saying that. I'm not really bothered about having things shoved up my ass, and I definitely don't ever really fancy being fisted. So I am quite vanilla. So vanilla ice cream, if you are lactose intolerant, vegan, all pro vegan, vanilla ice cream is absolutely beautiful. I think it's the all pro one, I think it's only 350 calories for the whole tub. You're looking at a vegan here, so I dip in and out of veganism. A fat vegan who looks like Miss Trunchbull. Did you think you'd get that on a Wednesday night? Moving on. So yeah, so it's not weird. It's not you being old-fashioned. It's because you're not sexually experienced. You've not come across things like this before. It's a little bit odd to you, but you certainly shouldn't let you put you off. I mean, don't take a full fucking Sunday roast in bedroom and throw it on her head and fucking get a knife and fork out. She don't mean that. It just means, like, spice it up a bit. And I think when you start off on a new sexual relationship with a new partner, it is about knowing your boundaries and trying different things and, you know, seeing if she likes this, does he like that, oh, I'll try this. It is, and it's fun, and that's all it should be, fun. So take a tub of ice cream to bed, take 2 spoons and fucking just have a right nice time. I've actually given blowjobs in the past with ice cubes in my gob, and it goes down a right treat. They love it. And plus it's adding to your, like, water intake, so yeah. Yeah, so I think you should do that, definitely. Absolutely. Vanilla ice cream, you'll be absolutely fucking fine. And if you do put that very cold tongue in her love tunnel, she'll be screaming. Oh, dear Auntie Nelly, is it normal for my partner to want me to squeeze his balls? Oh, Christ on a bike. He wants me to squeeze pretty hard. And he tells me to squeeze harder. He even puts his hands over my hands and squeezes. And then he squeezes my hands and then my hands are sore. Fucking hell. I can't squeeze any fucking harder as I'm scared of hurting him and then he hurts me. I'm not turned on or off by this, but I'm just a little bit confused because he also says I have to call him shit lord. Shit lord. Outside of the bedroom, he is the sweetest. Please help. So whilst you're in the bedroom, you've got to call him shit lord. Shit lord. And he wants you to squeeze his testicle. So whilst you're squeezing his testicle, he then, like, puts his hands over your hands and goes, squeeze harder, and you're going, I am squeezing, and then he's squeezing, and everyone's squeezing, and then your hands have gone blue. It doesn't sound very sexy to me, okay? I mean, there is people out there who pay a lot of money to be kicked in the balls, have the balls bit, licked, kicked, squeezed, stamped on. You know, it is a fetish. It is a fetish, but I would certainly have a conversation with him and say, listen, don't turn me on, it don't turn me off. If you want me to squeeze your balls, I'll give your balls a squeeze, but I don't think I can squeeze them as much as you want me to fucking squeeze them. Now, I don't know if that's because I'm frightened of hurting you, or whether it's because that's as far as I can squeeze. I can't squeeze anymore. So when you're saying squeeze harder, I can't actually fucking squeeze harder. Maybe he could buy you some stress balls that you can start practicing on. It's just not very sexy, is it? I'm so sorry. And this is why I never look at the messages before going live, because I mean, what would folk think you were doing if they were outside bedroom door? What would they think? Squeeze harder. I am squeezing hard, shit lord. Squeeze harder. I am squeezing hard. Fucking hell. Right, so, okay. Is there any kind of things we can buy online for shit lord? Like where you could put his testicles in something that squeezed him as hard as, like, really hard. Some men are very sensitive with the testicles, aren't they? They're like, oh, get away from me balls, or, you know, but he actually doesn't mind. So when you're actually squeezing him as much as you can and he's going harder, why don't you just, like, fucking smack him? Like, punch him and say, I'll do what I want. Become a bit dominatrix then. He might be a bit of a Mr. Grey, but the other way round. Just say to him, look, I can't squeeze them any harder than what I'm squeezing. And I don't know, you might not be squeezing as hard as you think you can squeeze because you're frightened of hurting him. But it sounds to me like he wants you to squeeze. He wants you to squeeze his balls as much as you can squeeze. Like, and twist him a bit as well so that it's more squeezing. I think if you were twisting him a bit and then squeeze, they'd go a bit tighter, so it'd feel like the squeeze is tighter. So try and do that, but I'd certainly still have a chat with him and say, look, I can't squeeze anymore. I can't. Like almost like you're wringing out a pot towel. Yeah, do that. Fuck you. Shit load. Shit, did she say shit load? And he wants me to call in the bedroom. Outside the bedroom is right nice. Oh, ship load. Ship lord. Ship, S-H-I-P, a ship. Lord. She's got to call him ship lord. Oh, yeah. That's a bit dodgy. What if they're watching? I thought it said shitload. Shitload. But it's me, I can't see. Right, so I can't squeeze any harder. He puts his hands up. Hey, fucker duck. We started off night time with Nelly nearly in tears of sadness. We're in tears of laughter, aren't we? Oh, I do apologise. I weren't very professional then, but Wednesday night's not about being shit lord, no, ship lord. Dear Auntie Nelly, my wife has started orgasm ever so quickly. She never used to. How do I help make her have sex longer? She's come, and before I feel like I've even started, it's over. After she's come, she tells me to get out, and then she will finish me. and then she will finish me off by hand or mouth. But it's just not the same. I'm so upset. What can I do? I'm still thinking about squeezing. Right, so what has changed? I mean, why is she orgasming so quickly? Is that normal in your relationship where you think that sex can only be satisfied by you penetrating your wife and you having an orgasm together, or it lasting 20 minutes instead of 3? Is there a chance that you could maybe start with more foreplay, so that, you know, you do lots of foreplay with your wife, and then if she does have an orgasm through foreplay, then you can certainly slow down a bit, do some cuddling, some caressing, some massaging. And then maybe you could start then having sex, and maybe she could have maybe more than one orgasm. So even though she's coming quite quickly then, does she come quickly because it's penetrative sex, that's what does it for her? Or does she come quickly because that's just how things are now? And then once she's come, is that it? Is it good night Vienna? And I think sometimes we have to actually, things do change, our libido changes, what we do in the bedroom can change now and again. You know, is it actually an orgasm? I bet you're even thinking, is she faking this? Is she like just doing it for me? But if that were the case, then why is she pretending to have an orgasm? Because she's still finishing you off, isn't she? She's saying, get out. Get out of what? Communication's fallen down here, hasn't it? Communication's certainly fallen down here. We need to be knowing what's going on. Is there anything changing? How is she feeling? Does she feel happy? Does she feel sexually satisfied? Because you don't. And even though you're orgasming and she's orgasming and whatever, and, you know, there's fireworks in bedroom, whatever, you're not sexually satisfied. And I want you to communicate that to your partner as best you can. And you must tell her that, you know, you feel that you'd like to be able to orgasm inside her, or you'd like your sex to be that little bit longer. And I think what you need to do is have the have the conversation of, you know, it's not all about the penetration, is it? And it's not all about the orgasms. And I think the longer we've been with a partner and the older we get, we realise that. You know, we do realise that there's a lot more to being intimate with your partner than just having orgasms and just having penetrative sex. So communicate with your partner, see what's missing, see what's not. Yeah, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do another one. Hey, shitload. Fancy a squeeze? Dear Auntie Nelly, I've been married to my husband for 15 years and he says I've got boring in the bedroom and never do what he asks me. I just lie there and take it. What can I do to spice things up, please? Help, I don't want to lose him. Oh, sweetheart. Bless you. 15 years of marriage? Fucking hell, I'm surprised it's lasted that long. What were your fucking secret? I've had fucking shits longer than 15 years. Anyway, okay, what can you do to you know, what can you do to spice it up? Do not start squeezing his balls, because it won't be hard enough. Okay, so, and things do get boring and they are stagnating, and sometimes we do think that it's got to be like a little bit of a service. Absolutely not. So 15 years together, you need to have a few date nights, you need to start flirting again with each other, you need to start fancying each other again, you need to start looking at your husband and thinking, I want to rip your clothes off, in a consensual way, you know, where everyone's consented adults. So you need to start with the maybe sexy text, telling what you're wearing, telling what you're going to do to him, you know, and put that little bit of romance as well back in it by having your date nights, maybe getting yourself a bit of sexy lingerie. And that's not... and that's not for his benefit. But I'm a single woman. I live alone. There's nobody in my bed except me. There's nobody here. There's no lord of the ship in here, let me tell you. A bit of sexy underwear can make you feel nice. It can make you feel sexy. You know, I've got loads of beautiful lingerie sets. Sometimes I come on night time with Nelly with them. Tonight, I was feeling very Miss Trunchbull, so here we are. But yeah, you know, but wearing a little bit of sexy underwear is not for his purpose, but for your benefit, because... when you feel sexy, when you look sexy, you know, you feel like you want to, you know, be sort of like admired by your partner, and, you know, so it's about going back to square one and finding what it was in the first place that got you together. Yeah, give me a like, give me a love, give me a share. I forgot to say that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching me from. No doubt my Bronwyn Harrison is watching me in Australia, so... good morning there, sweetheart. But yeah. Shitload. And I thought it was shitload. I hope my fucking prescription comes soon. So yes, I will say that to all couples, you know. You've got a relationship after 15 years, you're obviously getting something right. But sometimes we put that much effort into other things that we don't... we don't always concentrate on that bit that's most important sometimes, which is that intimacy between a partner. Dear Auntie Nelly, honest to God, that is proper tickled me. It has proper fucking tickled me, that, and I'm so sorry for fits of laughter there. I really am sorry. Dear Auntie Nelly, is it normal that I'm straight? Oh, right, I'm going to carry on with conversation. But when it comes to porn, I only get turned on by girl on girl. That's the question. There's nothing else. Is it normal that I am straight? Full stop. Well, it's normal if you're gay. It's normal if you're bisexual. It's normal if you're pansexual. It's normal if you're transgender. Anything's normal. What is fucking normal? Just because I've just done a wee. I'm wearing a tenner, lady, but I have just weighed. That's because I've done lots of laughing. I've just actually done a full-on wee. It ain't come through to bedding. I've got fresh bedding on today because I bought a new duvet cover from John Lewis. Super king size. It were on special offer. Should be £120. It were reduced to 90, reduced to 60. I had my eye on it. We went down to 35 and I thought fucking snapping that up. But no pillowcases. Anyway, I stripped all my bed and I've just pissed myself. Is it normal to be straight? Absolutely. It's normal to have whatever, to identify with whatever sexuality you've got. Sexuality is not a personality. If you're a cunt, you're a cunt. Don't matter. Is it normal for you to watch girl on girl porn and get turned on? Absolutely, if that's your bag. You know, as long as you're not watching children or animals, then that's absolutely fine, isn't it? Whatever does it for you, as long as it's legal, you know, you're not having to go into the dark web or get investigated. Whatever makes you happy and whatever makes you reach orgasm, I don't think that is anything to even give a second thought to. So you're saying you're a straight girl. The one thing I will say there to anybody watching is spaghetti's straight until it gets in hot water. Anyway, that's a little joke. You know, I wouldn't really look at your sexuality and try and analyse it as to what porn you're watching, okay? You may have a little bit of a fascination with a lady. You may look at somebody and find them attractive. You may like watching two ladies tribbing. I can't do actions, I'll get banned. Or, you know, whatever, because you know how nice that feels because you like it doing to you or whatever. So, yeah, I can't do any more because I can't stop laughing and I full on piss myself. My tenor lady is absolutely sodden with piss. And if you're into water sports, that might turn you on. But I haven't pissed myself in a sexual fashion. I've pissed myself because I actually feel quite sad that I don't have a lord of the ship in here. Anyway, that has been tonight's night time with Nelly. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've been a new flower pot, welcome. We've been going for 4 years. And once again, thank you very, very much to each and every one of you. 1.4 million people follow my page and we only get a handful of those people on a Wednesday night because it's a cult following, I like to say. It's a little bit tongue-in-cheek. It's over 18s. It's not everybody's bag. But if you enjoy it as much as I do, keep writing into the page and I will keep coming to you on a Wednesday night. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching me from. Please, 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 if anybody comments on your comments here with you've won a prize, giveaway, gift, Auntie Nelly competition, it's a fake. It will be a fake account. So report them, get rid of them. Okay, and I'll see you all very, very soon, either with a review or with Sunday service. Good night and God bless. I thought it said shit lord, but it was shit lord, but it was ship lord. Ship, I can't fucking remember now. Shit lord, no, ship lord.